Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Connor Knowles, and this is the Nerdic Gods Podcast, episode 131. Joining me, as always, Daniel Navaroli.
What's up? What's up, Connor? What's up, gamers?
What's up, man?
Doing?
I don't got anything funny to say this episode.
No.
Why is the sky blue, Daniel?
It's a good question. Why is it blue?
I think it's because like the ocean reflects or whatever the fuck they say. But then wouldn't like parts of it be green? You know, like parts.
It's
brown.
probably. I think it has to do with the elements as well.
Sure.
That are in the ozone layer and stuff. Yeah.
But yes, we're not scientists. Just two simple men trying to host a video game podcast. No Sims this week. What did he do? He threw out his back or some shit?
He threw out his back.
Okay, he's too busy cheating on Elden Ring over there.
Being a cheetah. Level 4. I guess we should say when he gets back, he'll actually talk about that's the big thing he's been doing is playing Elden Ring, and he's like level 420 or something.
Absolutely
insane. Or I think he's 425 right now. Insane.
I won't give him too much shit for this because I am happy he's playing Elden Ring.
Yes, if he's having a good time.
Yeah, I don't care. Have a good time. Go for it. I will say though, I don't want to hear him come in here and be like, "Oh, I beat Elden Ring, guys."
Yeah.
He didn't beat Elden Ring, okay? He didn't really do anything.
Me and you did some grinding, but we still did it. We didn't go to level 400.
Yeah, we did stuff they provide for you to do in the game. Sims went outside the game.
Had a bunch of those.
He just texted us like, "Hey, some guy just gave me every weapon in the fucking game." Like, what is that?
Maxed. To be fair, we're all maxed out too.
It's funny because at first I was in full support of him because like I was like, oh, that's a great idea. Just anytime you need a grind, just have people give you runes. That sounds great. That would have solved a lot of problems for me if I would have just gotten runes from people, just like a minimum amount of runes from people instead of grinding. That would have been great. He's gone way over the hill with this. Just too far. He's level 400 something. That's like over double what I was when I beat it.
Yeah, I mean it's 3 times what I was, I think. Yeah, it's funny because I think he's getting those hero ruins. The like those things you could pop, but like the biggest one you could pop.
Yeah,
it's like they're like 100,000 or something.
That was 100,000,
I think, or 50,000 or 100,000, something like that. It's
yeah,
insane, and he has so many of them, and like that's how he's getting so much. It's just it's so funny.
It's weird, very odd.
But I'm glad he's playing Elden Ring, and he's loving it. So whatever. If this helps him love Elden Ring,
good for him. Sure. Odd way to go about it, though.
Yeah.
Anyways, Daniel, been another busy week in the world of video games.
Yes.
Gonna start off a little spicy here.
Sure.
First up, then, Microsoft is claiming that Sony pays for quote blocking rights to developers and publishers to keep games and content off of Xbox Game Pass. And then this all comes from Microsoft's response to PlayStation saying to the Brazilian regulatory board, which is the last board, I think, that has to approve this for the Activision deal to go through for Microsoft. So. Yeah. Or I guess I don't know if it's the last one, but, one of the last ones that it's got to get through. Mm-hmm. And then, this was all about the Activision purchase and stuff that PlayStation had to answer questions from Brazil from them. And then this is where this also came out that PlayStation said that Microsoft purchasing Activision Blizzard could influence players' consoles' decision just mainly because of Call of Duty.
Mm-hmm.
And
I think that was that a story last week.
Thing. I think it was a couple weeks ago. Yeah, I just think we didn't really put it in there, but I figure we'll put it in there now. And that way
I think that's a good idea.
Talk about the whole thing, yeah.
Because I think that they also got a bunch of other big publishers to talk, and it seemed like most of them were pretty blasé about the whole thing.
Yeah, it seemed like every major publisher also had to answer questions about this. If I wasn't clear, it's like Brazil, the regulatory board there, is asking questions to different publishers about the deal and what they feel about it and whatnot, so they can go ahead and approve it.
Yeah, and it seemed like PlayStation was the only one that really seemed to have much of an issue, which it makes sense. I mean, it will directly affect them, and Call of Duty.
I mean, they are the only ones that are like the direct competitor, right?
Yeah, and I mean, to PlayStation's point, like if you look back at the last 2 generations, the 360 generation, and then the last gen, whoever controlled Call of Duty and where people were playing Call of Duty really won that generation. Two generations in a row. 360 was kind of the dominant multiplayer platform and Call of Duty platform. That was where most people played, and it was the dominant people assume that really won the generation. Last gen was PS4. They went and did a deal with PlayStation, and seemed PS4 pretty much won the last gen. So yeah, it seems if Xbox does put it on Game Pass or whatever, that could affect a lot of people playing on Xbox, and then Sony probably doesn't want that.
Yeah, sticking with that for just a minute, like I totally see where PlayStation, like they should be scared. You should be absolutely fucking terrified. Like, yeah, if let alone if they made Call of Duty an exclusive on their platform, even if they just put it on Game Pass, that's still gonna sway a fuck ton of people to go over on Xbox and just get that, pick up Game Pass. There you go. You have your Call of Duty. You got your Madden over there. Bam, you're set.
Yeah. But then to the new thing that came out, I guess, with them trying to pay to not have games on Game Pass, seems very interesting and very aggressive, and I don't know. I don't really know completely how to feel about it. When I saw that the other day, maybe it was yesterday or the day before, I didn't really know how to respond to that.
Yeah, I don't think it's any more outrageous than PlayStation going out to Square and getting Final Fantasy games as timed exclusives, or just like full-on exclusives, whatever they're doing. FF16 being full-on exclusive to PlayStation 5, and the FF7 remakes, of course, being exclusive to PlayStation. I don't think it's any more outrageous than those. But still, it is, like you said, aggressive, right? Like, it is a very aggressive thing to do, going and to publishers and specifically asking to not go on Game Pass is just kind of like, okay, it's kind of shitty, but I understand it. I mean, it's a business move. I mean, they're fighting, man. I mean, Xbox has been fighting back hard ever since Phil Spencer took over, really, and it's these are the type of things that are gonna end up happening.
I mean, this gen for sure, it feels like they're full swing. This gen. The one thing that bothers me, I think, the most is like I think there is a difference between buying an exclusive game and and funding an exclusive game from a third party, as instead of them like saying don't put it over there. That just the mindset of that it bothers me a little bit, I think.
It's a shitty mindset, yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
you're not gonna get that over there now and there. At least it's. I think timed exclusives just feel worse in my head, just because it's like that's blocking off people on that system just in general from ever even playing it, or at least playing it for that period of time. At least with this, you could still go buy the game over on Xbox. You just couldn't play it on Game Pass. So behind a higher paywall, but you still have access to it. So I don't find it necessarily more outrageous than some other stuff that I guess everyone's done timed exclusives, Nintendo, Xbox, all of them have. So I've seen more outrageous stuff, I guess is what I'm saying.
Sure. I'd be curious to know what examples there are of this, because
I wonder
what games were they trying to get?
Because Microsoft's the one claiming this, so I wonder if they got info from after the Bethesda purchase, or maybe even Activision. Maybe they got a little bit of info there. I know the deal hasn't gone through yet, but I wonder if PlayStation went to Bethesda and was like, "Hey, don't put this on Game Pass" at one point, or something like that.
Interesting.
And then they got that information that way. Now, what I think PlayStation should do, take that money and instead of blocking it from going on Game Pass, use that money to get it on your own subscription service.
Make your service better.
Yeah, and I guess like maybe Microsoft heard about this like a couple years ago or whatever, or a year ago, when PlayStation wasn't doing the subscription service yet. So there's that. But I don't know. It's just like, why are you spending money to make Game Pass look worse and not make yours look better? That's just a little odd to me.
Yeah, and especially how weird their service is, right? Like it's. I know that they just had a new drop. I don't think I put it in here, but they had a new drop of things that are on PS Plus right now, and like there are no more PS1 games for this drop, which seems very weird.
Yeah,
you would assume at least one, maybe, but there wasn't even one PS1 drop.
I mean, the general consensus has just become the premium tier is fucking useless. That's what it's become. The premium tier with the PS1 games, the PS2 games, and then streaming PS3 games. It's just pretty much become like, you're an idiot if you buy that, really. I guess
they're just not adding enough, right?
Yeah, they're just not adding enough, and I mean, I guess it's gonna take time. Hopefully, they add more, but I wouldn't hold my breath for it.
Yeah, it seems like they're just not pacing it out it seems more like the Nintendo online service, like where they're not really pacing it out as well as they could be.
And they don't have the PS1 doesn't really have like the same type of like Nintendo can drop one game and like certain people will be hyped for it, right? You know, like
Sure.
that Pokemon puzzle thing came out, like people are hyped for that. Someone
Yeah.
is. PS1. I'm probably wrong a little bit, but like there's not like unless it's like Metal Gear or something, and it's like you can't just drop one game and be like everyone's gonna be freaking out about it.
But the problem with that is they don't own any of that. A lot of see, that's the weird thing I think about a lot of like, I'm not trying to, take shots at PlayStation because I love PlayStation, but like a lot of like the old PlayStation games that people associate with the PlayStation, the OG PlayStation consoles are not PlayStation games. They're just
not
not.
anymore,
They weren't
right?
made by PlayStation.
Yeah.
They were just made by someone else. Or now they don't own the IP, like Crash or something, right? Or Spyro. They don't own that anymore.
A lot of
yeah,
them too
Metal Gear
are already
is not.
on current gen systems, you know, like
Yeah.
or like there's a remake, you know, like the original Final Fantasy VII. It's already there, you know. Everyone can go play that. You can buy that for like $5 and go play it wherever, you know. Or I guess the only thing that is missing is Metal Gear right now, right?
hmm Metal Gear. I mean, I guess there's probably some other things that we're just not thinking about, but yeah. I guess to go back to the blocking, like I would like some more clarification on this whole thing.
I don't think
Like,
you'll get
actually,
it is the thing.
yeah,
You know, yeah, it's just because either a publisher would have to come out and say that they accepted
that's
money
what I'm
to do
looking
this,
for.
or Sony would have to come out and say they did this, and I don't think either one of those is likely.
yeah. I want clarification, but I'm probably not going to get it.
Yeah, so we'll probably never know. But nonetheless, I find the console wars are much more interesting this generation, you know, and I'm loving it. Honestly,
It's bad.
yeah,
Like,
it's well, I mean, between like fanboys, it's bad, you know, people
That's
arguing
what I
and stuff
mean.
like that. Of
It's
course,
pretty
I don't
bad
love
right
that part, but like I love PlayStation and Xbox competing, right? Like I feel like it just makes both of them better, right? Like look.
well, yes, on a business sense for sure.
Yeah, I know Xbox is on a down year this year, but like look how much better they're at least about to be doing, right?
They're
Like,
selling well still.
they're
which is
selling very
them.
well. Game Pass is killing it, and then the games are coming, you know. And that's just that was my biggest problem with Xbox last gen. It's just that like it didn't seem like they had a plan for games coming out really for like a vast majority of that gen. I was just like, why did I buy an Xbox One? You know, now I know why I bought a Series X. I'm just waiting for the games to come out, and there's so many coming out because they bought so many good studios lately that I just, you know, I can't wait for that to start rolling out. And then once that does, that's gonna make PlayStation even more competitive and have to get on their game even more. It's just gonna make everyone better. So
Yeah, I mean PlayStation's also just they're in an interesting period for themselves. Like uh, they're starting to move a little into the live service, dipping into that. They're also making a lot of sequels. They're not seem to be really doing a ton of new. I mean, they just had Returnal, but for the most part, they're doing Horizon 2. They're doing God of War 2. They're probably getting a Ghost of Tsushima 2. They're probably going to be in a little bit of a sequel era for themselves, and I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing or a bad thing. Who knows? You know, if God of War 2 comes out and it's awesome, then that's great. Horizon's a great game, Horizon 2. Definitely has a little bit of a sequelitis, but you know, you can't help that sometimes.
yeah, it's interesting with all the sequels because it's like people want those, but at the same time,
Yeah.
I would like new things, but like I also want sequels. So it's just like it's kind of hard, right? It's just like, you know, I really want to go Tsushima 2. I would also love it if Sucker Punch went and made a new game, you know, but it's just,
Yeah.
you know, I want both. So it's kind of hard. And
It's
just
hard,
like,
yeah.
Yeah. And it's like a lot of them just started on PS4, right? And
I was just thinking that if you look at PS4,
yeah.
it was a lot of new games, a lot of new IP, and then that's I think what really helped them. Or you got kind of like God of War. It was a reinvention of the series, so it felt new.
Right.
Or even Last of Us Part 2 still kind of felt new from Last of Us 1. It was pretty far away from Last of Us 1.
Yeah, I think
So,
that gap really helped with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I just
like,
think it would just be very hard of Sony to then ask like, hey, could you make an entirely new thing? You know, it'd be very hard for them to go to Sucker Punch and be like, hey, don't make a Ghost 2, make an entirely new thing, you know, when they're just like, what the fuck? We just killed it with Ghost of Tsushima. Look at the sales of that game, and you don't want us to make a sequel? We love working on this, you know? So, yeah, it's damned if you do, damned if you don't. It seems like most of their new IPs are going to come from these live service things, which, you know, I know me and you aren't, well, maybe you are, but I know I'm probably not going to be the biggest fan of, right? Like, I seriously doubt I'm going to love Sony's PS5 generation as much as I did the PS4 generation, right?
Sure.
With all these live service games and whatnot coming. It's just, And VR too, right? There's gonna be some new IP over there, I'd assume. Hopefully, I know we're getting another Horizon game and stuff, so I think there's gonna be spots where we get new stuff there, and then who knows what the next wave will be after Spider-Man 2 and God of War and all these games come out. Who knows what Sony Santa Monica is gonna work on after God of War Ragnarok.
Probably Corey's game.
Yeah, exactly, and that'll probably end up being a new IP, you'd assume, right? So. I think we'll get new stuff there too. I don't know. I just I can't wait to see where we are in like 2025, 2026 with Xbox.
Full swing.
Yeah, Xbox should be firing on all cylinders at that point, and then PlayStation should be announcing new stuff, coming up. So yeah, I can't wait to see where we are from there.
Yeah, I think what a big problem with this too, just to go in the same line, is like games just take too long to make now. They're too expensive and they take too long to make.
Forever.
Like. If you remember back in even 2 gens ago, like we were pumping out games every 3 years.
Yeah.
Like we were getting sequels, and like now it's like you're lucky to get a sequel.
Think about it on both ends, right? Like Gears of War 2, Gears of War 3.
Yeah.
Those came out very close. It's like only 2 years apart.
2006 to 2011, you had a whole trilogy.
Yeah, it had a whole trilogy. Years. And then on the PlayStation side, Uncharted 1, Uncharted 3 had that all done in the same amount of time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's we are never gonna get that again. I don't think it's at least not at that level. It's
I mean, they need to lower the scope to do that.
Yeah, you would have to, right? It's just, but it's like I don't want them to do that either. I want them to make whatever their vision is for the game. So it's like
it's tough. I kind of wish that we would get AAA games quicker. Not make them as bloated, maybe cut the budget just a little bit. That's how I would want them, but I'm probably not in the minority for that. But yeah, I think we're in interesting times here.
It's hard, right? And then that leads into why they're buying all these new studios, because they need more games for their portfolios, and it's just it's a mess.
Yeah, they're buying a lot of support studios too. I mean, Nixus, and they're just purchasing teams that could help other teams, which is really smart on PlayStation's side,
Yeah, exactly. Nonetheless, exciting times. I think competition is good. It's good for the industry. Maybe do the competition a little bit better and not so dirty, but it's good for everyone, I think.
Yeah, I think next year will be super interesting.
Yeah, next year should be great. I mean, you look at their line. I feel like this is the last year for PlayStation where Xbox isn't really. I mean, they're competing, but they're not really competing on a games front right now. It's this is the last like PS4 type year for PlayStation, right? Like because they're putting out their 3 major hits with Horizon, Gran Turismo, God of War, even MLB if you want to add that in there and stuff like that. And this will be the last year they don't really have to compete with Xbox because like I said on a previous episode, the Xbox at the very least next year should be able to put out Redfall, Starfield, Hellblade 2. I feel like all 3 of those should be ready.
Diablo.
Yeah, I'm not even considering the Activision stuff yet. I guess let's wait for that to go through. But yeah, then if you add in the Activision stuff, Diablo 4, Overwatch 2 is this year technically, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, Diablo 4 then as well.
Maybe the campaign part of it.
Yeah, so it's like, and just that alone for Xbox. If
most of that is only in the first 6 months.
Right. It's like that's great. That's already a great year. Well, not Hellblade, but
yeah.
But that's a great year for Xbox, right? Like that's an incredible year, and so yeah, I mean, next year should be very competitive.
Mm-hmm. And I think the only thing we know for PlayStation is Spider-Man 2, hopefully. We don't really know a lot about that game yet, but that was slated for 2023. So, I mean, Sony's like they've been bubbling, they've been cooking and bubbling, and we don't know what they got. So, it's exciting, but it's also like it's just an era of mystery with them,
Yeah, if I had to guess, I think next year would be a bit of a lighter year for PlayStation. Maybe not too much because they will have VR come out, right?
Oh, VR, that's right.
Yeah, and all that stuff. So I mean that'll help. So if they just have that and Spider-Man 2, that's a decent year. I mean that wouldn't be your best year, not even close. But and then maybe that The Last of Us Factions could come out too. Maybe the end of next year.
That's true.
Yeah, that'd be a decent year for them. Not a great year, but it'd still be something.
That's something I didn't think about Factions as well. You're right.
Yeah. Nonetheless, looking forward to the Xbox PlayStation competition.
Mm-hmm.
Loving it. All right, cool. Next up then. Microsoft is partnering with Unity to, quote, empower digital creators to define the digital worlds of tomorrow. Tomorrow.
It's such a PR quote.
I read that and I was like, all right, we'll put that in.
It's such a funny quote. But this is actually super interesting. You know, they're partnering with them, and I think it was all like a lot of xCloud stuff, which is super cool. I know that it really seems like everyone wants in on Azure technology. So I think even PlayStation is. I think that they do a deal a few years ago with Azure technology.
Did they?
I think so. Wasn't that the thing that they were doing with cloud? They had that picture with the two like executives like there, and they're
Oh
like, "Yeah,
yeah,
we're working
that
on
was when them and
cloud stuff."
Microsoft were working on cloud stuff together, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Okay.
assume that that means PlayStation's using Microsoft's Azure technology, because that just seems to be the best version of cloud right now. I know that Google and Stadia have a pretty good version as well, but they're not doing a lot with that tech, I don't think. But Azure seems to be very popular, and you know, partnering with the second biggest, you know, engine out there, it's pretty smart, I think. I know Unity's not as popular as Unreal.
Unreal.
I couldn't think of Unreal, but it's still a huge engine. A lot of indies use it. I think this could be interesting. I'm gonna keep my eye out and see what this deal turns into.
Yeah, I wonder if Xbox will use Unity for some of their own games now moving forward, or if it's just
Well, if you remember
maybe a
that
couple of them.
picture with Unreal, they're all in on Unreal.
Yeah, they are too. So yeah,
Yeah.
I mean it's a good deal though. Whatever, take some of that Microsoft money. That'll
I
help.
think this might just be more with indies
Yeah.
because I think Unity is a free engine. So like I think they're just gonna try to get more indies into this tech and maybe help them out.
Yeah, Unity. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Unity is like the main. Like if I wanted to make a game or something, I would
Yeah, I
download
think it's just a
Unity,
free
right?
engine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that there might be a clause for Unity if you like make a certain amount or something. You have to like put their I don't know. There might be some fee later down the line, but I think for the most part it's free. So this would definitely help indies, and you know, I'm always supporting indies any way possible. You know,
Definitely.
I like that. Seems like for the most part, all three of the big consoles are really support indies. I know the PlayStation has been up and down more recently. I know they still do their like indie stuff. A lot of indies love
Been
Switch.
getting a little better with it since
Yeah,
Shuhei Yoshida took over on their whole indie initiative, whatever. So they've been better with it since then. But yeah, it has been up
they
and
had
down
like
for
a
them.
little slope, and then I guess they have
Definitely.
Stray, and they have a few coming out within the next year or so, like a Little Devil Inside, and but they always have good indies, and Xbox has their ID at Xbox with indies. So yeah, if this could help support indies as well and use cloud technology, that's great.
I agree. I agree. Moving on to some Nintendo news. Nintendo held a direct for Splatoon 3 yesterday. The game is still set to release on September 9th. Daniel, where's your excitement level at for Splatoon 3?
Well, I've actually never played a Splatoon.
Ooh.
Neither of them. They seem super fun and super cool. I like the Inkling and Smash. Inkling's super fun in Smash.
Inkling is
Um,
cool in Smash.
yeah. You know what I found interesting about this direct, and this was the first time we saw, is the card game. There's a card game.
There's a card game aspect?
Yeah,
I
did you
didn't
not
know
see the
that.
card game? So basically there's like a board which is like a map. So it's like a top-down map basically,
Hmm.
right? It's very grid-based. So I think one of them they showed was like just like four square like a cross. It was just like a big old cross, and you have cards, and the cards are ink, and it's all square based, like grid based. So then you put the card down, and that is, you know, how much ink you have on the map. So I think it's just about like ink control and map control is what the card game's about. And I don't know how many cards you have in a deck, I don't remember, but I think they said there's 150 cards total. And then you probably make a deck around that. And you just like trying to ink most of the map. I guess it's turn based. You take a turn, I take a turn. I don't know, super weird
Yeah,
that
that
it's in
sounds
this
really
game.
weird.
Yeah, I love it though. God,
Yeah, that is cool. But yeah,
it'd be cool
Splatoon
if they
3.
sold that separately though. I'd
Oh,
just play the
you
card game.
just buy that? That's all
Yeah,
you want? Okay. Well,
a
you have to wait
Nintendo-based
for
card game.
you'll
Come
have
on.
to wait for Splatoon 3 to go on sale.
Yeah, maybe I'll just play Splatoon. I don't know.
Yeah, could play the first one. Is the card
No,
game in
just
that
three.
though? Oh, just
No,
3?
just
Okay. Okay, okay.
Splatoon 3.
Okay,
Like I might
well,
just play Splatoon.
Danny
Check
might
it
buy
out.
that.
It's a series I've never played. So, have you played any Splatoon
I've
1 or
played
2?
a little bit of the first one, not too much, but yeah, not my cup of tea. Obviously, I'm not a big multiplayer guy, but
Yeah.
Yeah, they seem cool. I'm glad Nintendo makes this, right? I think it really, broadens their portfolio because they don't really have too many multiplayer games. They never really did, so I think it's a good one for
Especially
Nintendo to
online
have.
multiplayer.
Yeah, exactly. It's a good one for them to have. It's just, never really gonna be for me, and that's okay.
I love the style of the game.
Yeah,
It
it
should
looks
be a
cool.
series for me, to be honest.
Right.
It should be like I should love all of the Splatoons. So maybe I should just check out Splatoon 3. When's the date?
September 9th.
September 9th.
Yeah.
Is there anything else in September I even want to play?
I don't know
I
if
don't
you're
think
getting
so.
the Last of Us remake, but yeah.
No.
There's that Metal Hellsinger game. That looks I
Oh
played the demo
yeah.
of that. That was pretty cool. I'm hoping for good
Is
reviews
Soul
on that
Hackers?
one.
That's at the end
That's
of
the end
September,
of
right?
August.
Oh, it's the end of August.
Yeah, so this month. Yeah, that's
Oh.
not far from.
So then
now,
I guess there
actually.
isn't anything in September.
No, not really. I think there might be something.
I
Towards
know
the
we went
end.
through it a few episodes ago. I just don't
Yeah.
remember.
Saints Row's at the end of August as well.
Yeah,
so,
that's this month. Yeah. So I guess
Yeah.
I got 2 games. I got nothing else in September, so maybe I'll check out Splatoon.
Yeah, there's actually for me. I know there's a big gap between the Last of Us remake and then the next new game I want to play after that. And then I was gonna play one of these games, so we'll move on to our next news story. Marvel's Midnight Suns has been delayed from its original October release date until sometime in fiscal year 2023. So before the end of March 2023, it should come out still.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, before March 31st.
Yeah.
If there is a
So I'm
31st
assuming a
in
March date then. Probably.
Probably, you'd assume, right? Or maybe they
Yeah.
try to do early January, February, around there.
It's so weird because this game was supposed to come out in spring this year.
Yeah.
They delayed it to October.
Probably just having polishing troubles, run into some bugs there or whatever. I don't know. I don't know how you make games, but
I mean, this game has had such a weird, marketing cycle of like people seeing the game, oh, it looks cool, seeing the game's a card game, and then for some reason people just don't like anything to do with a card, even if it's probably not that card focused. It's probably not a deck builder, right? It's probably just abilities.
it's because
right?
all of us have had bad experience with card games, and we see a card and we're like, no,
Why?
can't do it. Can't do
It's
it.
just crazy.
Yeah, wait. One of my favorite games this year. I saw the card in that I was like, I'm out. Can't do it. Can't do it.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's like people probably saw those cards and were like, is this a deck builder?
That's exactly what
And then-
happened to me.
yeah,
Like that's exactly what it was. And the reviews came out for DIY and they were spectacular. And I was like, I gotta check this out. Then I'm watching some more gameplay. I'm like, maybe I would be into this. Buy it, fucking love it. So it's like, don't judge a book by its cover, I guess, too much. I guess Right really had nothing to do with the cards. It really wasn't a card game. Like you could
No.
you could add something else.
But I
there
think
to the
that
cards,
for the
but-
most part, the Midnight Suns is just like there might be some sort of like shuffling mechanic of like your abilities, but like it's just your abilities are just cards. It's not like I don't think you're like. Maybe there is a deck building mechanic. I'm not too sure.
I didn't
I'd have
realize
to-
there were cards in this game. I don't even remember that, honestly.
Yeah, it's when
Yeah.
you're fighting in the XCOM.
I thought it was
fighting
just
style.
straight up like an XCOM. Like, are there
It
cards in
is.
XCOM?
No. But XCOM, you have like a little bit of your abilities in the bottom.
Yeah.
But instead of something like that, it's just cards.
Okay.
So then you use one and it goes away. You might be getting another one. So maybe there is like some sort of loose deck mechanic.
Got it. It's just a replacement for that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So that's
okay.
just how you're using your abilities. I need to look more into maybe I'm a little wrong with it being a deck focused, building your character out. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, I'm
But-
disappointed by this delay though, because this was
Yeah,
the
me
game
too.
for me. I was kind of eyeing up because it comes out at a good spot. There's kind of a empty period there for me, like I was saying, and why I wouldn't traditionally be into this gameplay. I love Marvel, obviously, so I was just like, maybe I'll pick that up, try to get into it. I'm always down to try something a little bit different, anyway. So why not if you got time?
What about Sparks of Hope? You're not gonna play
Ooh.
Sparks of Hope?
What's Sparks of Hope?
Mario plus Rabbids.
Oh,
You're not gonna play that game? Did you not like the
That's kind
first
of
one?
like the same thing. I never played it.
Oh.
Yeah,
That's a
maybe,
fun
maybe I should go try that instead. Maybe that could replace
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, that game
Good call.
is interesting because it starts really easy and then the end is like hard.
You said
It has
Sparks
a
of Hope,
huge-
and I was like, is there a new Spyro game coming out? What?
That does sound like a Spyro title.
It does.
Yeah, they're making Spyro 4
Sweet.
finally.
I would love that. That would stealth release Spyro 4. I'm
Mhm.
all
Toys
in
for
on
Bob.
that. Let's go Toys for Bob. Yeah. So when do we think this will come out? Then you said March.
Probably March.
Probably March.
Man,
Yeah.
they just things need to stop releasing in the
Early
first 6
next
months.
year is gonna be fucking insane,
It's
dude.
too much. It's too much.
Like if you think about it right now, you got Dead Space remake for Spoken, both in January. Then we have a release date for Resident Evil 4, right? And then
March something.
yeah, and then we know Star Wars Jedi Survivor should be somewhere in there.
Mm-hmm.
Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2, whatever that's gonna be called, should be somewhere in there. Starfield should be somewhere in there. Redfall should be somewhere in there. I'm probably forgetting a bunch of other stuff. Diablo should be somewhere in there. Like early next year is gonna be insane.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Much.
I can't
Probably
wait.
indies sprinkled through there as well.
Yeah, some indies in there, of course. Yeah, probably some stuff we don't even know about. Like early next year is gonna be lit. Can't wait.
Insane.
All right, cool. Next up then, Bandai Namco is hinting at the next Tekken game. Following the EVO 2022 finals, they showed audiences a brief video showing off a new Tekken game. They just kind of showed whoever that main character is. You know his name?
So it started with it's Kazuya. He's also in
Kazuya.
Smash.
I've never played a Tekken game.
Oh, what? Dude, Tekken's. Oh,
I know the one fighting series I've like never really touched.
Tekken's so good, man. So I think it was Kazuya's ending for Tekken 1, where he's like carrying Heihachi, his dad.
Mm-hmm.
He's walking with Heihachi, and it's old PS1 graphics, and then he like drops Heihachi, and then he turns to the camera and has this stupid look, the old PS1 look. It's so funny, and then it switches to Kazuya, which we assume is Kazuya for Tekken 8, which is awesome. Dude, you should play Tekken. Tekken 7 is.
I know. I've just never really had an opportunity to play a Tekken game. I don't know why.
Not even in an arcade cabinet?
No, yeah, never. I've rarely been to an arcade cabinet, but yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
I've played a good amount of like Soul Calibur, Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, all of those. Just never touched Tekken.
Yeah, dude, Tekken's awesome. Tekken's so fun. I mean, you got King, you got the guy with the big like cat mask on. I'm sure you've seen him before. He's like a wrestler. Eddie Gordo's my dude. He does capoeira.
That's a cool
he's
name.
the one that kind of like he dances around. He does capoeira, so he break dance fights.
Ooh.
Eddie Gordo's awesome. Yeah, Eddie Gordo, cool dude. He's like Brazilian. He's got like dreads and stuff. You got Kazuya. You got Heihachi, which I'm sure you know Heihachi, the older guy with the weird hair. That's like lightning around him and stuff. Yeah, Tekken's awesome. A lot of cool characters. Nina is super cool. So many awesome characters.
You thinking any chance for this next year?
Ooh, coming out next year?
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh, we forgot about Street Fighters coming out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like next year could be a huge game for fighting games. I mean, who knows what the Mortal Kombat guys are cooking up? They could be ready to go next year too.
That's true. And like Keeley was kind of hinting at Tekken reveal. Maybe opening that live in the next few weeks.
Yeah, that would make a lot of sense, right?
Game Awards maybe. The end of the year. Yeah, what is I don't want to shift from Tekken. What is NetherRealms up to? What are they doing?
Yeah, who knows? I mean, it's got to be another Mortal Kombat, right? Maybe another DC. What are those games called? Injustice. Yeah, maybe another one of those. I could see that.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe they just go full out. Wasn't there rumors of just straight up Mortal Kombat versus DC? For.
I mean, there was that original
one of those. Yeah.
But there was also like a rumor of some Marvel fighter.
Yeah. That'd be cool. You know, what'd be awesome is a Marvel vs. DC. That would be the game. If you want to make money, like that's the fucking game. Someone get that one done.
Superman versus Captain America or Thor or something, cool. And they're just like, oh, dude, that you print money. You literally just print money.
You'd make so much off that. Everyone would have to buy that.
Yeah, like you could do like Iron Man and Batman or whatever. Just
whatever. I mean, there's endless combinations there. That would be awesome. If NetherRealms was the lucky one to get that deal done, like that's too much.
Come on, Feige.
Yeah, Feige and whoever's running shit at DC. Come on.
Yeah. Do it.
Whoever's running that train wreck over at DC right now.
Jesus.
DC. What are you
good
doing?
Way to describe it. I don't think they know anymore.
I don't either. Anyways, we'll stick with fighting games. Capcom showed off 2 new female characters for Street Fighter 6, named Kimberly and Yuri. We'll go with.
What is it? Jury? Is it with a J?
Yuri. I don't know. There's a fighter that spells his name like that. His name's Yuri, so I'm gonna go with that.
I think it's Jury.
Jury. Okay, we'll go with that.
I could be wrong.
And gameplay can both be seen for them over on that old internet.
They have only a little
Good
bit
old
though.
Internet. Yeah, just a little bit.
Kimberly's
it's like
new.
a trailer with both of them together. So you know, if you're looking
That was
for the
one I
trailers,
watched.
there you go. Yeah.
Kimberly's a new character, never in Tekken, or I'm sorry, Street Fighter, which is the second like brand new fighter. I forget the other guy's name. The other new guy is new.
Oh, did we talk about him on one of the episodes?
Well, it was the first reveal. That other dude
Okay.
with the big, he has a big braid or whatever. That guy's new.
And then is Kimberly the one with the spray paint?
Yeah,
Is that the one?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
cool. Cool.
And
Sheesh.
Jury, I don't remember. I think she was in 5.
Oh, okay.
And Luke is also in 5, which is kind of the other new main guy. But they're going with a lot of new ones they're showing off right now, which is actually pretty cool. But you know, there's that big leak that had a bunch of the characters, so they're probably still gonna keep revealing characters that we kind of have seen before. But yeah, they look cool. I think Kimberly looks super cool. She fits with the ink style.
Yeah, I
that
like the
game
spray
is going
paint
for.
thing. Straight out of Splatoon. That's her. She's ripped out of.
She's just an inkling, or what's the other one? Octoling or whatever they're called.
Octodad.
Not Octo.
But no,
Try
this
the
is
name
cool.
of
I'm
the
really
fight.
looking forward to Street Fighter 6. I think that whole open world aspect looks really cool for, you know, just walking around
Super
through a
weird.
different fight. Yeah, super weird, but I think that sounds really fun to me, so I'm looking forward to playing this game. Yeah, new characters are cool. You know, Yuri seems like I guess she's not new, but, you know, she's got like a punk rock style to her.
Yeah, she seems
She's got a cool motorcycle helmet with cat ears. I'm into that. And then, yeah.
Where's Cammy?
Who's Cammy?
Cammy's the one with she's the blonde with the hat, and she's wearing like the green
Oh, like
unitard.
the red beret or whatever you call
Yeah,
it.
the red beret.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cammy. I want Cammy. I want
My favorite's DJ.
DJ. Okay,
DJ,
okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I mean, I want all the old school characters. Like,
Of course.
They haven't shown Ken yet, which is still very
Really?
weird,
We
but
haven't got the new Ken model
They haven't
yet?
shown Ken yet.
Interesting. Huh?
Yeah, it's really
That is
just
weird.
Chun-Li, Ryu, and Guile are the only old ones we've seen.
Guess they're just taking their time with it, huh?
You gotta have Ken, dude. Come
This
on.
game will probably come out in probably a year from now, if I had to guess.
I think didn't they say summer?
Yeah, summer 2023. So yeah, we got a little bit still, but
Yeah.
you know, just add it to the list of 2023 games coming out.
It'd be in the same day as Final Fantasy 16.
Oh, don't do that to me. Don't do that to me.
Yeah, Final Fantasy 16 and Street Fighter.
I just need
Same
like
day.
all publishers to get together and like let's just map out the dates here.
Yeah.
Can we all just take our
All
own
right.
date?
All right, Xbox. All right, you get this day.
Right.
All right.
Yeah, like
Nintendo.
You guys
you get this day.
just pick different dates. I just need time to breathe. You can't be doing
Yes.
this.
I agree.
Next up, then, Embark Studios has announced its new online shooter, Arc Raiders, has been delayed to 2023. Not a new one, its new one, Arc Raiders.
Mm-hmm.
Which I don't remember what this game is exactly. Can you remind me? Oh, you're choking over there.
Yes, the water.
The
So this was at
choking.
this was at Game Awards.
Was it?
This was that one with the cool music, and it looked like Destiny. It was like co-op. There was rumors that this might be a free-to-play game as well. It's a new dev team. I forget the name of them. But the interesting thing about this story and why I kind of put it in, they're a fairly small team, but they were working on a second game at the same time called Project Discovery.
Interesting.
And apparently Project Discovery what came along much quicker than they thought it would, and they're putting Arc Raiders on the back burner for next year, because they seems like they're going to release Project Discovery first now, which is a very
okay.
weird story. I'm not too sure what that game is or when we're going to get a reveal for it, or even if it's coming out this year maybe. But yeah, I thought this was very interesting. But Arc Raiders seems pretty cool. I hope it's not free to play, but that's just me.
Yeah, I'm watching the trailer right now for Arc Raiders. This game looks absolutely stunning.
Yeah.
Beautiful looking game. Combat seems cool. Good third-person shooter here. Looks like you're fighting really big Japanese looking shit, so I'm into that.
Mhm.
Giant
seems like a cool
spider
game.
robot. So yeah, that seems cool. You said it's like a live service Destiny type thing.
That's what I think that they've kind of said, and I keep saying it. I don't want it to be free to play. I'm tired of free to play games. I'm
No more
sick
free to play,
of
please. Make me buy it.
I'm sick, and I'm honestly sick of live service. I don't need every game to be a live service.
Yeah, well, I feel like we're
If they're
just
gonna
getting
do something,
started with those, so.
I guess if they're
Yeah.
gonna do something like that, make it like Monster Hunter. Make it co-op, and then you're still just doing a game.
Maybe that's what this is, because it kind of looks like that a little bit.
I hope.
Yeah. Cross your fingers for it. Nonetheless,
Yeah.
game looks cool. Whatever, 2023. Take your time.
Mm-hmm.
No rush.
I wonder. Let me see this Project Discovery. What else are you working on?
Yeah. Do we know what that's supposed to be?
I don't
No.
think so. Probably another shooter, I would assume.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Up next then, Daniel, ready for this one?
I don't know. Am I? Do I need to look at?
I don't think you are. Running faster, flying higher, punching harder. Sonic 3 will be released in theaters on November 20th, 2024, the same day as Avatar 3 and the same day as live action Smurfs 3, thus making this the greatest day for the color blue and the number 3 in human history.
It's unreal.
I'm completely lying about the Smurfs one, but Avatar 3 is coming out.
Okay. Was there two of them?
What?
Smurf live action. I thought there was only one.
I think they're like through 4 already. With
Oh my
Smurfs.
God.
Yeah. I just threw that in there because I thought it was
I did
funny.
see the Avatar.
Yeah, the Avatar thing is
Avatar.
real. This will come out the same day as Avatar
Yeah.
3. Supposedly, who knows?
Mhm.
I don't even believe we're getting Avatar 2 this year, so.
They say.
They say,
Um,
whatever.
Yeah, we've talked about the Sonic movie. I like Sonic 1 and 2. I don't love it. I think they're fine. They're better than most video game movies, but
I fell asleep during 2 and I never finished it.
yeah. 2 has
Yeah.
the weird middle plot of like the wedding and all that kind of makes it maybe worse than 1. It has a really good ending. Like I like the ending bit, but
I gotta go back and finish it. I just didn't, I don't know.
did
I
you
like
get to
these
the wedding
movies,
bit
but-
in 2?
I remember what the boyfriend and or whatever they are, his father figure, the guy from Westworld. And
Yeah.
They went to a
James
wedding
Marsden.
in Hawaii or whatever, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
I
that
mean,
whole
I remember that. Yeah.
Did you miss did you miss the end of that?
I think I did, yeah.
It gets dumb and stupid. It's
Oh,
too
does it?
long.
Okay.
I hated the wedding part. It honestly made the whole movie worse. Yeah, I hopefully they could do something cool. Like they hinted at a character. I don't really want to spoil what it is.
He's in Shadow.
Yeah, it was.
Oh,
I
okay,
didn't really
whatever,
want to
spoil
spoil it.
it.
They hinted Shadow,
Sorry.
which seems cool. Hopefully, I wonder if Jim Carrey is actually going to come back for this, or maybe he's not. Maybe in 4.
Yeah,
down the
maybe they'll
line.
get him back later. I know he said he wanted to take a break from acting, right? So
Yeah.
I guess probably not in this one. He'll probably come back later in the series. I don't know. Who do you think they're gonna cast as Shadow?
Vin Diesel.
Vin Diesel. Ooh, that'd be a good one. That'd be a good one. I'd get
Vin
wacky
Diesel.
with it. Do like Kevin Hart or some shit.
Ooh, what he's supposed to be like a rough and tough guy, right? So,
Yeah, no, just have Kevin Hart's
Um,
high pitched voice doing it.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of who else they can get then.
Could be anyone.
Jason Statham.
It's funny because I would have said Idris Elba for this, for Shadow.
Sure,
That
yeah,
would have
yeah.
made more sense. Maybe Keanu Reeves would be cool.
Keanu's great.
That'd be a good one. Think we're gonna get Amy in the next one? Gotta get Amy at some
You
point.
got to get Amy's got to show
Yeah.
up, right? I think they have to start leaning into less human stuff. I know it's probably cheaper to do, not have a bunch of CG, but they got to start leaning full in. to
Yeah, I
all the other
want like
characters.
that crocodile with a chain from Sonic Heroes to like get his own spin-off show or something. I'll watch
Where's
that.
Silver?
Yeah, where's Silver? I guess Keanu Reeves should probably play Silver. That would make a lot
Keanu Reeves
more
is
sense.
Silver, just moving things with his mind or whatever. That'd be really funny.
Whatever the fuck Silver does. Has
I don't
Sonic gone gold yet? Did he do the turn Super Saiyan thing in Sonic 2?
You want me to spoil the movie for you?
Yeah,
Yeah, he does at the end of Sonic.
he
2.
does. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool fight. The end of Sonic 2.
That's not cool. Maybe I'll watch
It's the best
Sonic
part
2
of
this weekend.
the movie. Sure.
Sure. Okay, cool.
I mean, I'm not as high on 1 and 2 as I think some people are, but
Sure. All right, cool. Our last news story then. Metal Slug Tactics will release sometime in 2023.
yeah, they delayed it.
Oh, this was a delay. Okay, sure.
Yeah, they were supposed to come out this year, but they haven't said absolutely anything about this game this whole year. So
Were you looking forward to
Yeah.
this game?
It seems cool. I want to see more of the game. They only really showed a little bit.
I feel like
want
they
like a
release
full
one of these like once a year.
tactics games.
Metal Slug, isn't that a thing?
Yeah, but they
Yeah.
haven't released a Metal Slug in forever. It was like those old arcade 2D shooters.
Is that what they are? Okay.
Yeah.
I can't keep track of this.
Yeah.
Nonetheless,
Metal
delayed
Slug's super cool.
2023.
Go look at Metal Slug's like artwork. Like Metal Slug like
The slugs
X,
look cool.
I think is what it was called. Go look up Metal Slug 3 for sure. I think the other one was X. But those like later Metal Slug games, they look insane. Like you'll love how they look. But yeah, Tactics looks cool. 2023 again. Why not just release the same day as Resident Evil 4? You know what I mean?
I mean, that's what's gonna
Might
end
as
up
well.
happening here. March is
Might
gonna
as
be
well.
crazy because like all these games are gonna want to get out before the fiscal year ends. So it's just like
Yeah, exactly.
ugh.
March 31st.
Yeah, can't wait. Can't wait for March to just be swamped. Gonna be great though. Good times. All right, Daniel. That's gonna do it for the news. Bit of a lighter news week.
Yeah.
Should be picking up here a little bit though. I'd imagine. I know we got when is Gamescom opening night?
It's in like a
I think you said the
week and a half or so.
23rd, right? Yeah. So yeah, a week and a half from now. So should get a lot of news going from that.
Yeah.
I'd imagine. We'll now move on to what we've been playing. Daniel, start with you this week. What have you been playing?
Sure. So still my Persona 5 journey. I think I'm like right there at the end.
You
Like
think?
it's gotten so grand at this end of this game. I beat Cheeto's Palace, and then I did like another little palacey type of thing, and then I am like going up to what seems like I am fighting God right now. That's basically what's
You're
happening. I am
fighting God?
fighting.
What
Yeah,
happened to you?
I am fighting a God right now.
What?
Yeah, 100%. No
I
lies.
just was not expecting that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The end of
so-
the game is I'm fighting a God.
Wow.
I'm fighting a God. I don't want to.
Interesting.
I guess I spoiled that much. I don't know. Basically, there's just an evil God trying to
You gotta-
ruin
you gotta
humanity.
fight- Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
What a
Yeah,
turn.
that's where the game goes.
What a turn.
Yeah.
I mean, because I've played like the first 30 hours twice now of Persona 5. I just
Mhm.
would never expect you fight a god at the end of this game.
Yeah.
But okay.
I am working my I don't know what like the palace that I'm going into looks like or whatever, but I am working my way to a god basically. Yeah, it got real wild.
Great. Great.
Yeah.
All right, fighting a god. Cool.
In between Shido's Palace and fighting a god, I am in a committed relationship with Makoto now, of course. Thank
Which
you.
one's
Thank
Makoto?
you. She is the president, the school council president.
Oh, okay. Your other classmate that's not
Yeah.
not Anna or whatever.
Not
her name is.
Anne.
Anne, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Or on. Yeah, she is the president. She's the one that rides her like persona's like a motorcycle. Just the coolest persona. She like hops on a motorcycle and like does a move.
Motorcycles
it's-
are badass.
It's
so.
super cool. Her move is super cool. But yeah, what else have I done in Persona? Getting ready to fight a god. Yeah, Shido's boss fight was crazy. It had like 4 parts to it. I thought it was the end of the game. I'm like, this guy just keeps transforming.
You
And
would think, right? I mean,
yeah, he seemed like the final boss, but then I'm going to fight a god, so
I guess. I mean, it turned into neon white all of a sudden. I just don't. I'm just so
Yeah.
fascinated by this guy. You make me want to go play Persona. I want to fight a god. That sounds awesome.
it's insane. But yeah, so hopefully by this next week I should have Persona 5 beaten.
Man, congratulations. I mean, I know you're not there yet, but like,
I know.
wow, wow.
I'm
what a feat.
91 hours, 92 hours.
I couldn't even imagine beating that game.
Yeah.
I didn't know it ended.
I don't think anyone has yet. I think
Yeah,
I might
don't-
be the first.
You might be the first. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Look at the trophies. You'll be the
Mhm.
only one. That'd be cool.
No one's beaten this game yet.
The trophies are at 0% for like the platinum and beating it just in general. The developers are gonna come hand you a reward. Like, wow, you did it.
Only
Congrats.
person to beat this game.
Yeah, congratulations. Wow.
So I tried Frogun, like 1 level.
I did too. We can both talk about this.
Okay, sure.
Cool.
I loved the art style when you showed it to me. I love the vibe of this game. I couldn't even really beat the first level. I didn't like how it played.
Yeah, it controls very badly. It
Yeah.
I don't know if it needed a higher budget or something, you know. I don't know if that's the problem, but so like you pretty much get a grappling hook in this game with the frog gun, and the frog uses a ton as grappling hook. You can grapple to walls. You're supposed to like grapple stuff towards you, or you can like grapple to different platforms if it's close enough and stuff like that. And it's just that aim is so off sometimes, and it's like it's very hard to tell the distance with the aim. It's very hard to get it exactly where you want it to go with the aim, and that is very annoying. And that has also made me stop playing the game. So I'm glad we're on the same page with this.
Sounds like you might have went further than me.
I did, yeah. I mean, I got through like this first island area, I guess you'd call it, whatever, onto like there's like level 1-1 or in level 1-2. I'm on 2-2 or whatever, right?
Okay.
Like that's how far I got. It's a very cool game. It's an interesting game. There's a lot of it's a lot like Captain Toad with those, you can move the map around, the 3D environment around, look for like secrets and whatnot like that. But yeah, man, it's that aiming is so far off. And it's funny because in later levels, they'll make you like, there'll be a platform that breaks underneath you, like it's like a cracked platform. And you see this in video games all the time. And it's going to fall off in like a matter of seconds. So you got to like grapple to the next thing very quickly. And those are just super annoying, man, because the aim is so bad. It's just, it's really unfortunate that this game, that they didn't get that part perfect, because that's like the one thing that needs to be perfect for this to be fun. And it just,
I don't even think the jumping is perfect.
No, yeah, the jumping feels off too. It just, this game, maybe it's not this simple, but like I feel like it just needed a higher budget, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, they or more time, rework the controls maybe. Like I'm glad I bought and support the game.
Yeah, I mean it was awesome. Only what we pay $12 or whatever. It was on sale for something. So yeah, $12. Yeah. I mean I don't give a fuck. I'm happy to support them, but yeah, maybe make a sequel and make that one control better. Like that. Yeah, that would be great.
Frogun 2. Hopefully that's awesome. It's like this. The art style might be one of my favorite looking games this year. One of them.
Yeah, I mean, it's just,
it looks so good.
64-bit. That's what it looks like, right? It looks like a 64 game. It looks cool. There's a cute little story to it too. So that stuff is cool. I wish I liked it more. I really know. Do. Yeah.
I wanted to love this game. And then the last game I played a decent amount of. I've been playing Multiverses.
Oh, interesting. Cool.
Yeah. So I've tried a good amount of the characters. I've tried, I think the ones that I've liked the most, obviously Batman. I'm a Batman fan. Love Batman. Harley Quinn, naturally. She's probably been my favorite. I think her combos are just quick. I like how quick she feels.
What does she look like? Like just a cartoony style?
She looks more like, I mean, there is a particular style everything goes for, to kind of inline even the human characters. She looks way more like the animated show style, which I still have to watch that show.
I've seen a little bit of it.
She looks more like that than anything else. There's also a costume of like her old original animated look. And then who else have I liked? Finn's also great from Adventure Time. He's also super
cool. In this game. Cool.
Yeah, you should look at the cast. It's really great.
Yeah, I should download it. I don't know why I haven't yet.
It's free. I mean, I did do the $40 version. I was like, I'm just gonna buy. They give you tickets and you can just unlock anyone you want.
Oh, that's cool. What do you got to do if it's free to play? Do you know?
There's a rotation of characters.
And what, you only get the one?
The one character you are for sure to have after the tutorial is Wonder Woman.
Okay. So like, do you get to keep the character then? Maybe you don't know, but like, if they give you one week, do you get to keep it until the next week?
No. There's a rotation. Okay. Yes. You could use LeBron this week, and then it'll rotate, and you can't use them next week unless you. There's like, I think you could buy them with just in-game gold if you earn enough, and then each one has like a cost or whatever. I didn't really want to do that, but I find the game interesting because the primary way to play is 2v2, unlike Smash where it's kind of like 4-player free-for-all or 1v1, and then there is a team-based mode if you want. This is like 2v2 is the main mode, even though there's a lot of one-on-one stuff. Because some characters have more support abilities than others. Yeah, the game's really it's better than I thought it would be. It's super fun. It doesn't feel 100% like Smash, and that's kind of like its biggest downfall, I think. But it feels good. It does feel fun to combo and play. I've been just poning noobs.
Yeah.
I use the word poning. That's a
Pony, okay.
2005
Love it.
word that no one uses.
It's Uber, man.
Uber, exactly. Just destroying people with Harley Quinn. It's really fun. I would like to play with you. It'd be fun to play.
Yeah, I'll download it. What do you have it on, Xbox?
Xbox, yeah.
Yeah, I'll download the free version over there. So, do you think this is like the best Smash-like besides Smash?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
that's how majority of people seem to be talking about it.
Yeah. It has voice cast and it has a lot of the actual voice actors. Like Kevin Conroy's just Batman, and you're just listening to Kevin Conroy. It's awesome.
That's dope.
The only one that I know that it doesn't have like the person is LeBron. They didn't get LeBron to voice LeBron. They got some voice actor.
LeBron, what are you doing, man? Come
I
on,
don't know.
come on! Like you gotta voice your own video game character. Like what are you?
LeBron
doing?
is so funny. He has like moves where he'll like spin the ball around him and then he's like attacking with it, or like his like one of his down abilities, he like dunks the ball and he's like doing this until he hits the ground and he like dunks it.
That's cool.
One if I don't know how to do it. I don't know if it's an emote or an ability or something. But do you know the meme of LeBron doing like this to J.R. Smith in the finals,
Sure.
where he's like looking like this, like
Yeah.
you remember that meme?
Yeah.
That he does this in the game. I just don't know how to do it. If it's an emote or whatever.
And
Like-
probably just press left on the D-pad or some shit.
You have to unlock everything because it's a free to play game.
Oh, okay. That's kind of
Yeah.
annoying.
It is like all the free to play parts are just I hate. I hate the menu.
The menu's bad. Bad.
It just
menus.
looks. It's just I hate Fortnite or whatever. It just looks like Fortnite. Everything does. Just there's like a sidebar that's stupid to maneuver around. There's a battle pass. I don't know.
dumb shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Superman's pretty fun to play.
Oh yeah, Superman.
He's a little heavy, but he's pretty fun.
What Game of Thrones characters are there?
It's just Arya Stark.
Just Arya right now. Interesting.
Yeah. It's weird. They usually do two for like each thing or kind of ish, and like they only have one of her. So I wonder if there is another Game of Thrones character that they might do.
Give me Hodor.
Hodor. I was thinking like John. No, I guess they already have a Stark. Like, see, Arya's weird. I would have chose John before Arya as a Stark.
Yeah, maybe a little bit. Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, Daenerys could be burning under
Daenerys or
something.
Jaime or Brienne.
Those would be cool.
You know,
Hodor's the best option though. You know, could get like he holds a door back for his blocking move. Or something.
That'd be interesting. They also have Iron Giant. He's like
Ooh,
the
that's
tallest
cool.
character. He's
Yeah,
super big.
Gotta use that. Can never give me an Iron Giant too, but you can sure as hell use him in video games.
He's actually really interesting to fight against.
Iron
who else is-
Giant, the only good Superman movie. Crazy. Only
that's
good
not-
Superman anything, honestly.
I don't think that's true.
I've never seen a good Superman thing in my life besides Iron Giant.
I guess I don't know. I don't necessarily agree with that, but
Sorry, I didn't just completely shit on Superman there, or I kind of did. So
there's a lot of cool characters. There's Steven Universe is in the game. I haven't really seen a ton of people use him though. I mean, if you like Finn, Jake is in the game too.
Cool.
They have both of them.
They're different characters, like they're
yeah.
separate. Yeah, okay.
Mhm.
The Tom and Jerry one sounds very interesting.
I was going to bring up Tom and Jerry's cool because there's an ability where you can like throw Jerry and they're like throwing balls back and forth, and you can you deal some damage back and forth. It's kind of like in Smash, like Rosalina and Luma,
Sure.
where that you can do them back and forth in between. Somebody could be in between. They're pretty cool. Bugs is pretty fun. He's just like
there.
he's got like gadgets, and he has like this ability where he like punches like this.
Does he pull the black hole out of his pocket and like drop people down?
No, he does. He does pull like an Acme rocket, and that's like one of his up abilities. He just shoots a rocket.
That's dope. That's fucking.
There is
dope.
no Daffy Duck. Like, you're gonna have Bugs and no Daffy?
Yeah,
Come
that
on.
is weird. Should have.
Gotta
Daffy.
have Daffy.
It's like Ken.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's Ryu to Ken, and
Yeah.
it's Bugs to Daffy. You gotta
How
have
are you
Daffy.
gonna have Daffy? That's cool. Though.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool characters in it. I would say check it out. It is free.
Yeah, I'll definitely check it out. Maybe a good Game of Thrones one would be Night King. Get the villain in there.
Ooh,
just popped
I
in my
didn't think
head.
about the Night King. Yeah,
that'd be a cool one. He could do.
There's also
cool shit too.
2 Scooby-Doo characters. You got Shaggy, of course. He goes
Dope.
like Super Saiyan Shaggy. And then Velma's in it. Yeah, he does have he has an ability where he just like Super Saiyan charges up. That's awesome. Like that is an ability he does.
Do they own Dragon Ball Z just in general? Like, could you get Dragon Ball Z characters in there? No, okay, different.
No, that's Bandai.
It's Bandai. Gotcha.
Then Velma's the other one. I haven't used Velma. I've seen some people use, and she has like weird abilities. I'm not really I don't understand how Velma really works. I'd have to like play her, but she's super cool. Wonder Woman, the one character you just have after the tutorial. Wonder Woman's awesome. She has like a shield charge ability. She can lasso people.
Is Joker in it?
Joker is not in it. Joker would be cool.
It's interesting you have Harley and not Joker.
Yeah, and Batman and no Joker.
Yeah, that is.
Batman has an awesome ability where he could just grapple to someone. And that's your teammate or an enemy.
Oh.
And cool. If it's an enemy, you will hit them once you get to them, which is super cool. His grapple hook is so fun.
I suppose just having Batman would open up so many villains and stuff you could use, so many heroes as well. Or you got back.
Now they want to do too many
like that. Yeah, you don't want to make it too much of a.
There's already 4
DC game. Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah.
I guess that'll be so. It'll just be stuff from HBO, if I had to guess, right?
All the Warner.
Yeah, all the Warner Brothers stuff.
The rumor is that so they're gonna do Rick and Morty. It's gonna be like the first, I think, 2 DLC characters, and then there's a big rumor that Scorpion and Sub-Zero.
Oh,
they'll put them in together.
That'd be cool. Yeah.
But there's so many. They have access to so many characters.
Get Pedro Pascal as Joel. And then the girl is Ellie. That'll come out when the show comes out.
It's like stabbing people.
Yeah.
I know on the surface it's like, how do you have Arya Stark in this game and it work? But what they do is that, they just have their art style and they just shove everyone into that art style and it just works. They literally could do any character. They could do Tony Soprano and I think they can make him work.
That'd be badass.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
That
just playing awesome. As Tony Soprano.
Yeah, that'd be badass.
Or you know what? You know who I really want? Larry David. Give me Larry David.
That'd be great. You get the entire crew from Entourage in there.
Oh my god, they're one character, but they're all there.
Yeah, they move together.
Like Pokemon Trainer.
Yeah. All right, cool. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna have to download that.
It'll be fun. I'm really enjoying it. It's just nice to just pop into a game. I haven't really done too many one-on-ones, to be honest. I kind of just like the 2-on-2, which is weird. I actually haven't tried the free-for-all. I think there's a free-for-all mode as well. Maybe I should check that out.
Cool. I have been playing a lot of Yakuza Like a Dragon. Yeah. You're welcome. I'm back. I did switch to PlayStation because it's free.
Oh, so you just restarted the whole game?
I did, yeah. I'm sorry. I wanted the trophies. I was like, what if I want to platinum it? You never know. You never know. But I am further than I ever was on Xbox already. So there you go. I'm in like the middle of chapter 5 somewhere. Doing a lot of side quests.
Yeah, I think chapter 4 is when it's just like, it's completely open, if I remember correctly.
It's I don't think... Well, yeah, no, you're right.
For the most part.
For the most part, yeah. It seems like I'm stuck to just this one area for now. This one, because like you go back to the map you were originally on in chapter 1 and 2 at some point, I'd assume, right?
No.
No, not really. So it's like the one base map. Is this all I get? Like the place?
It's a new city. I mean, the map is really large.
Yeah.
But technically, like, no spoilers or whatever. But chapter 1 before like the time jump, like you're in Kamurocho.
Okay.
Which is the main city from all of the other games.
Gotcha. That's not where I'm at right now.
No. You're in Yokohama.
But I do go back to Kamurocho at some point, right? Or like I have that open. You don't? Really?
No.
Interesting.
No. This is a new city.
Yeah.
You are in Yokohama.
Maybe I just don't understand it quite right now because the map seems like pretty small then from what I'm contained to right now. But maybe
there is an upper part as well.
There's an upper part. I'm assuming something unlocks here to like make it.
I mean, they gate you a little bit.
Yeah.
Plot wise, like you can't enter some areas, but there is a little bit more to the top part. There's like a big road, and then like you go past the road.
Right now in this story, I know the area I'm in isn't even controlled.
Oh wait, you do go back to Kamurocho. Now that I'm thinking, you do.
Okay,
it was a while since I did it, but most of these games you're really only in one city. You will bounce like a lot of the other Yakuza games. You go to Sotenbori. That's like always been the second city you go to. It's like north of Kamurocho, but like it's separated from Kamurocho. Like you're always in Kamurocho usually.
Cool.
But you're mostly just going to be in Yokohama. Like that's going to be the main city.
Yeah, because like right now, the story they've explained. I mean, this isn't even the area I'm in. Isn't even controlled by like the Yakuza Ichiban was a part of. You know, it's controlled by these 3 different organizations and these 3 different Yakuzas. I guess you call them.
That's the plot.
That's the whole plot. Okay, cool.
Yeah. There is stuff with like, I mean, Tojo exists, but you know, Tojo's primarily out of Kamurocho, so it's not. They're not really in Yokohama.
Regardless, though, I'm super into it right now. Something clicked to where like now I'm just like super into it. I'm at work. I'm thinking about it. I'm like, I want to go home. I want to play Mario Yakuza. Yeah, something clicked. So I'm all in right now.
Yes,
loving my time. Yeah.
It only gets better.
Cool. Yeah, because like I'm super into it right now. I'm just like, damn, I want to go play Yakuza right now.
There's a ton of side stories.
Yeah, I'm loving the side stuff now. Hilarious side stories.
So funny.
They're so funny, man. I did one yesterday where it was like this cop. Or this lady and this cop were talking, and I went up to talk to them, and the lady's complaining about this guy pissing in the river all the time.
Yes.
And so the cop asked me to help out, and he's like, "Hey, could you find this guy pissing in the river?" So I find them, and then what happens is there's like 4 people lined up, and they all look like they're pissing in the river, right? For some reason, they're all standing right next to each other, which is great. And so and then you have to pick one out of the 4. Which one looks like he's pissing out of the river, in the river the most? You know, you got to pick the right one. So I go up, I pick one. This guy, he's just watering his plant. The first guy. He's just watering a plant, and we're like, oh shit. Ichiban's like, oh sorry man, you're just watering a plant. And then I go away for a little while because you can't just pick another one right away. You have to come back to that area. I come back the second one. I get another guy. I'm like, okay, this gotta be a guy pissing in the river. He's just playing the flute. He's like a monk. He's sitting there playing the flute. I'm like, okay, great. And then unfortunately, I didn't get to see a 4th one or a 3rd one because I got the right guy on the next one. I found the guy pissing in the river, made him stop. I think we had to fight him. You gotta fight everyone in this game. I'm just assuming now when you go to Japan that you're just fighting people in the streets.
Yeah.
So like before I ever go to Japan, I'm gonna have to start like working out. You know, maybe go take some boxing classes or something because
gotta get a big tattoo on your back.
Get a big tattoo. Yeah, you can't be caught slipping in Japan. You know,
you cannot be caught slipping.
Can't be caught slipping. You're fighting in the streets over there constantly, so it's just a lot.
They're tough over there.
They're tough over there. Clearly. But yeah, I'm having a good time with it. It's shocking how much I'm liking the combat. Honestly, it's I don't know. It keeps your attention more.
Quick.
Yeah, it's very quick and it keeps your attention more with the turn based. I really like that you can like block the moves too. You know, like try to time it.
Just take a little less.
Yeah, take a little less, and it's like that keeps you engaged, right? When enemies are going on their turn, right? Like that's like okay, now wait for the block, keep walking or waiting, watching, and try to time the block right and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm having a great time, man.
I can't wait to see what the refinement of this combat's going to be for 8.
Yeah, that will be very interesting. I got the 4th character now.
I was gonna ask how many you have.
Yeah, are there only 4? Is the
no, there are more.
I can't remember the woman's name. There's more than that. Okay.
You have Namba, which is the guy the homeless guy that like finds you.
We got Namba. We got Adichie, whatever his name is.
Adechi or something like that. Which is
then,
the cop.
He's the cop. And then I just got the woman character who was a twin of the other character.
Some other character.
Yeah, some other character that's involved in the main story, but she's with our team now. I forget her name.
Name's like Sai or something like that.
Sancho, something like that. I can't remember exactly.
I forget her name.
Yeah, but she's cool. She does. She has a purse she hits people with and stuff like that.
I think there
does a lot of cool kicks.
Yeah, she'll smack people with the purse too. I think there are for sure 2 more. And then there is a side person you can get with the minigame.
Cool. So like
business minigame.
Is 4 the max then? Like can I only run around with 4 people? Okay, so I'll have to start switching them in and out.
Yeah, they will get levels, I think, when they're not being used, but I think it's less, if I remember correctly. You could probably tell me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, I remember reading that when the tutorial pops up, but I just haven't seen it at this point because I haven't had to switch anyone out.
Yeah, I think they just get less or something like that, but yeah. Yeah, wait until you get to my favorite party member. I don't want to say who it is or anything.
Oh, yeah,
I don't want to spoil nothing.
Okay, cool. So I'm in the middle of chapter 5 right now, so yeah.
What do you think about the overall plot so far?
I'm loving it. It's it definitely dies down after the initial, chapter 1 and 2. The main plot sort of dies down and you kind of get into the side stuff. And I think that's kind of where I hit my lull with the game, is like when the main plot died down, and then I just like but then once I started getting really into the side stuff, that's when it kind of came back to me. So yeah, I'm loving it thus far. It's very interesting.
I think they want that. They want we're starting the game, now you're playing the game.
Yeah, no, it feels like the typical RPG. Okay, you're starting from rock bottom here at a certain point. You just
literally
have to get
like
in there.
he's
Yeah. Because the game starts off like 0 to 100 really quick.
Yeah,
with how interesting the main story is. So, yeah, very cool.
Yeah,
Could you explain to me more about this the survive bar? Like, and you can go there and like talk to your characters. I was just introduced to this bar a couple days ago.
Keep an eye. I forget what the name of the meter is. There's like a meter, or maybe you have to go back to survive to check. But if you want to like
get survive, because like I could not find it on the map now after I've already been there.
So on the map there's the main section, there's like a road, and then there's the upper section, which I guess you haven't gotten to.
Yeah.
And then there's like a little strip on the side over here. There's like the river.
Yeah.
And you have to cross it. If you go to that little strip and then you go to the top of it.
Interesting. There's no like icon there for me right now. It's just like it doesn't say survive on the map anywhere, and I'm just like, where?
Maybe you need to go there first. I'm not sure.
So like, can I like kind of think of that bar as like sort of like Mass Effect style, like going back on your ship and talking to characters ish? Not entirely like that.
No, I mean it is like a hub you go back to survive all the time.
And can you just go there whenever you want?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
It's just a bar.
It's just they won't always have like new dialogue options with the new characters.
Not always, but that's where you go to do like the bond. You can bond with people. If you get
that's
that
the stuff
up.
I'm really interested in. Is that bond meter.
So once that meter goes up, make sure you go, because I don't think you can increase bond if it's maxed or whatever. So I think you need to go and do the new bond scene, then
because like you unlock one scene after you raise a level of the bond with each characters.
Yeah, they all have like a little story they're trying to do, or a little like thing about them and
side
stuff.
story type thing. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah, that stuff seemed really interesting.
I'm not going to spoil too much. But I will spoil this one thing. The guy that runs the bar, or like the bartender at Survive, voiced by David Hayter.
Ooh, that's dope.
They got him to do the English voice acting. Not even an important character. He's just a guy at the bar. You'll listen to him and like, is that Snake? It's so funny.
That's so weird.
Yeah. But actually, another little, I'll sprinkle a little something. Guy that voices Nanba, the homeless guy, he's the one that voices I can't even think of his name. Why can't I think of his name?
He voices something in another game.
He's the main character of Judgment. The guy, I forget the name of that.
He just does the same. Like, it's not actually Namba you're playing as in that. It's
no.
It's just the same voice actor.
The English voice actor.
Gotcha.
He does the Judgment.
Interesting. That's cool.
Yeah.
Cool little connection there.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Yeah.
Trying to get this crab thing I keep seeing on the cover. I know Salone told me in our Discord chat that you find the crab by the river. I'm like, where's the crab?
There's like a side quest for it, I think.
Okay, cool. And then does the crab become a party member? That's my main question.
No. It's a summon.
I was hoping
you'd
like talk.
Have you gotten any other summons?
I've gotten the ones where you can call people in. I forget what it's called. It's not called. Is it Part-Time Hero? It might be Part-Time Hero. Whatever. You can like call someone in from the app, and then they'll come and help you fight. I've gotten those, but I haven't gotten other summons. No.
Okay. Yagami. That's who it is.
Yagami
from Judgment. He voices Yagami. But there's a bunch of summons. I don't want to say too much. There's some funny, ridiculous summons you can get. They're insane because you get a cool cut scene.
Right.
It, like flashes this thing. Even like a lot of your special abilities you could do.
Yeah, I got the main special for Ichiban. I don't know. I'm assuming he gets more at some point. But yeah,
there's a bunch.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So yeah, there's one I've been using. I mean, they're all so ridiculous. It's very cool.
Yeah.
I love that. Like in his mind, it's like a fantasy game. You know, like
he's playing Dragon Quest.
Yeah, exactly. It's so cool.
I will say with like your jobs, you don't have to do this if you don't necessarily want to, or if it's part of the platinum, I'm not sure. But a lot of the jobs will have like permanent unlocks. So like if you're using the breakdancer or whatever, the breakdancer you can get if you get a certain amount of levels with it. There's like an ability that you'll just have as Ichiban.
Interesting.
Okay. Even if you're using a different job, so that's something to look into. If you like see a particular ability that you're like, oh man, that ability is great. I'd like to have that for him. You might need to like grind that to get that ability.
So you can level up the jobs separately.
Yeah,
Okay, gotcha.
the jobs have their own level, and then have like permanent abilities
Okay.
you can't get.
Interesting. That is one problem I have with the game. Is like I wish it was a little bit more show than tell. You know, you do very. It is very much like a stop, talk here, tutorial, keep talking, and then you're walking. I wish it was a little bit more walk and talk type of thing. That would be cool. Even like there'll be side conversations by certain buildings you walk by where like one of your party members will have something to say about this area you're in. So you got yeah, you stop, you hit triangle, but then you have to stop there and listen to the conversation instead of just like keep walking and they'll keep talking. I just, a little bit more walk and talk would be nice, but overall, man, I'm having a great time. So gonna keep playing Yakuza.
I'm so happy.
Yeah, definitely. All right, cool. We will now move on to the game. Daniel, what are we playing?
When Daddy's away, the boys will play.
Boy.
I have another tier list here. This I think will be an interesting one. We are going to do all the Mario Kart games, all 8.
Ooh,
I don't have Tour in this list.
Gotcha.
We can do Tour if you've played it and you want to do it, but I have 1 through 8, all 8. I think I have them in order of the release too. I think.
Interesting.
Here, I had to like reorder them.
Gonna be a couple of these I haven't played, the earlier ones.
There's only
I've,
like one I haven't
touched. Okay, so what is the very first
one? So the first one that we'll do is Super Mario Kart, which was the SNES Mario Kart, which I've played like once.
Yeah, this would be the one. I might have checked this out on Nintendo Online thing, at some point, but yeah, I couldn't tell you too much about this one.
It's a really solid Mario Kart. We got S through D.
S through D.
Yeah.
I guess it did start it off, right? So it's gonna have to get some credit for that. Maybe go B with this one.
B, sure.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not one we both
mean.
have a ton of play with, but it started everything. Like
yeah, it did, right?
Yeah.
I mean, were kart racers even really a thing before that?
I mean, there are other games that kind of in the vein, but that was really, I think, the first kart game, maybe. And then we're gonna get to Mario Kart 64.
I mean, this has got to be. I mean, this is shit, man. My childhood, It's yeah, I love Mario Kart 64. It's
so good.
Yeah, I feel like. I mean, if you weren't playing this as a kid, what the fuck were you doing?
I mean, I didn't have an N64.
Oh, okay.
But I had
some point you played it, right? Yeah. Exactly. We all had a cousin that had it or something, right? So.
Yeah, and she also had just Mario 64. So that's how I played that as well. Those I think are the only 2 games she really had that I played. But I mean, you can't ask for better N64 games than those 2.
No, I mean you could spend endless hours on Mario Kart 64, depending on who's around you.
Battle mode.
Yeah, battle mode.
Come on, battle. It's awesome.
Yeah, that started way back here, huh? Yeah, love Mario Kart 64. I'll go S with this one. I mean, this is such a quality game right here.
Then this is the one that I have no experience with. Is Mario Super Circuit, which is the Game Boy Advance Mario Kart.
Oh, I have no experience with this either. Then, yeah, I didn't even know this was a thing. Yeah, I don't know. Handheld Mario Kart's never.
Don't say anything you can't take back, because we're gonna get there.
Well, I mean, they never hit the same levels for me, at least, as traditional Mario Karts on a big screen TV. We're playing with multiple other people and stuff like that. It's I'm sure it's great, but there's no way it's as good as the console games that were released around it, right?
We'll get there.
Okay, we'll get there. Where do you want to put this one?
Maybe just to see.
See, okay.
Probably not a bad game.
Sure.
There's probably some cool courses there. Then we got a very interesting one, because I know some people don't like this one as much. I don't know about hate, but you got Double Dash, Mario Kart Double Dash.
The 7.9 on IGN.
Fran Mirabella. Give it a 7.
That's all I think of when I.
You can't just give it an 8.
That game.
No, it's a 7.9.
It's a 7.9, man. Yeah, I've played this one. Not too much experience with this one though.
My cousin, I didn't own a GameCube. My cousin owned a GameCube, and I would go over his house. Me and him played a ton of Halo together and all that, and we played a ton of Double Dash. That's how I played it. Was it his GameCube?
Yeah, I never owned a GameCube either as a kid, so I don't have too much experience with this one. I know the whole double
I have
dash.
pretty good.
I know the whole double mechanic isn't
Hmm. You
exactly
switch them out too.
loved, right? Like, do
It's
people?
cool. I
Is it
like it.
cool?
And you
Okay,
could
cool.
switch them out too, like because this was kind of we're still like we're getting into the era of Mario Kart where like your character actually mattered. It wasn't just like the cart you're racing with matters and the wheels or whatever, like in 9 or in 8.
Right.
Like if you use Bowser, like Bowser's heavy.
Yeah.
He has like abilities himself. Or like Peach was a character I like. I like Peach a lot. She's good at drifting. That's like Peach's thing. Or like Yoshi, I think, and Toad are both good at like speed and acceleration. So like you need to kind of pick the two that you really like in this game. They introduced the kids, the babies in this one. There's that baby park where you
Baby
do like
Mario
8.
was here.
Yeah, you do the 8 laps. That
Oh, okay. Yeah.
baby
yeah.
park. That's a great course. I think Mario Kart Double Dash is awesome. I think it's probably an A. It's probably not as good as 64.
Go A. Okay. Yeah, I can accept that.
And then I mean, we're jumping in because this is arguably my favorite Mario Kart. Mario Kart DS.
Oh, is it really interesting?
Yes.
Why is it your favorite?
Because it's the best. It controls
Is it?
the
Okay.
best.
Does it
Yeah.
control the best? Interesting.
Oh yeah, for me it does.
Okay.
I think you can say maybe 8 because 8 just has more. It's bigger. They do a little bit more. But Mario Kart DS is awesome. If you've never played Mario Kart DS, go look it up.
I've played it at some point. I just don't. I don't remember it too much.
Okay. It's my for out of all these, I'll put it above 64.
Really? Okay. Interesting. Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, I don't feel like Mario Kart transitions to handheld super well because I feel like that is such
DS it does.
a party-oriented game. You know, like having
I mean,
people with you. But
all you need is the move
yeah.
A, and then this trigger was to jump,
Drift, yeah.
and then you have an ability. Like you only need a few buttons. That's why I guess it really worked on SNES because you only need a few buttons.
Oh, well, I'll take your word for it. Put it in S. Go ahead.
Can I put it above 64?
Sure. Yeah. Go for it.
Yes, yes, baby. And then here's an interesting one. Mario Kart for the Wii.
I love Mario Kart for the Wii. This
Yeah.
is probably the one I put the most time in, if I'm being honest. Yeah. I played the shit out of this. I love the steering wheel with the motion thing. I actually love it. I had a lot of fun with this. Yeah.
My brother played this one a lot.
Okay, yeah.
On the Wii.
I had a great time with this game. I got so into the steering wheel. Like, we had that stupid attachment steering wheel.
You could just be banging into walls.
Yeah, put the Wii mode in there and stuff like that. I mean, shit, my family still to this day, anytime I see them playing a video game, they move the controller with the character.
That's so funny when you see people like...
Yeah, oh, it's hilarious. Anytime they're driving in a game, they think it's fucking Mario Kart. You know, you can put GTA on an Xbox or them. They're like... It's like, okay, well, not every game does that, but yeah, no, I like this game quite a bit. I put it in S.
An S, wow, okay. I was thinking A.
You can go top A.
I mean, we can go in S if you prefer S. I mean, where do you think it? I guess the bar here is 64. If you compare this to 64.
I'll go below 64.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe one below it. So either high A or low S.
I did DS, so I'll let you choose this one.
Go high A.
High A.
Yeah.
Okay. Then we have the last two. Mario Kart 7.
That's the 3DS one?
Yeah, it's a 3DS one.
Gotcha. Never played
Which is one I didn't have a ton of experience with. I know I played it a little bit, but not as much as like even regular Mario Kart DS.
Yeah, I gotta assume this is along the lines of the Mario Kart DS, right? Like, I don't...
Yeah.
What could be worse about it, you know? It's, I don't know. But, yeah, I've never played it, so I don't know.
Maybe we'll put it at A behind Double Dash.
Sure.
How's that sound?
Like that, yeah.
All right, then we got Mario Kart 8.
Mario Kart 8? I mean, it's the best one, right? It's gotta be. It's,
I mean, you could play as Link.
Yeah, you play as Link. I mean, it has everything you want in a Mario Kart game, especially at this point when they're adding all the DLC and whatnot.
The battle mode's a little funky.
Is it?
That's
okay.
like the biggest.
I haven't dug
that's
into
the
that
biggest.
too much.
It's not just like it's a little funky. I'm not as crazy about the battle mode. That's like the only thing I could say. Like,
I really like the gravity aspect to this. You know, sometimes it like turns the map upside down and whatnot, gives you a whole different perspective. I think that's really cool. So yeah, I don't know. I'll go S. I'll put this as the highest one.
I think we have to.
Yeah.
Mario Kart
I
8
just think
being
it
number
controls the best too at this point. Just it just
Yeah.
won't be topped until another Mario Kart
more
comes out.
vehicles, more characters,
Yeah, exactly.
more
Has
track.
everything.
They're trying to with all the DLC now. I know it's kind of hard to put this much work into this one game and say it's not better than the rest of these, right? Like
Yeah.
they're putting so many tracks into this game. Yeah, well, we'll put it number one.
Cool. And then we'll put Crash Team Racing above all of these because it is clearly better.
I have not played. I've not played.
Crash Team Racing just
play
it takes skill in Crash Team Racing because with the drift, you get more than just that boost in Mario Kart. You can build up different boosts through the drift. So you're like constantly drift. If you want to be good at Crash Team Racing, you could play it just like how you play Mario Kart. But if you want to be good at Crash Team Racing, you have to be constantly drifting and like constantly building up your boosts and stuff like that.
Kind of like Mario Kart though.
Yeah, a little bit. It's a bit more in depth than that. There's a bit more going on than
I need to play.
Yeah, play Crash Team Racing.
I need to play Crash Team Racing.
Yeah,
I wonder how much that is. I should check that out. How much it is.
You should. Console. Yeah. Well, I mean, hopefully that Xbox deal with Activision goes through soon, and then they'll just throw it on Game Pass. Then
maybe I'll wait then.
Yeah, I'm waiting for that drop for a lot of things. So, but yeah, that should be coming in. But yeah, I really do think that game's better than any Mario Kart game, just because the amount of skill it takes.
That's wild.
Yeah, I just think it's just you can get very good at that game, and like when I platinumed that game, it was like before I did that, I was looking at the trophies, and it was just. That's impossible, that's what it was like in my head. It's like, oh, that's impossible to get that good. And then over time I got that good, and it was just it was a whole process that I had a lot of fun.
Can you play as Link though?
No, you can't play as Link.
See,
Link, not even the best character in Zelda.
Who is
Zelda?
Tingle? Oh, Zelda.
You can't play as Toad though, so or Dry Bones. So
that's true.
But you can play as every Crash character that there's ever been, even the ones you've never heard of. So
I could play as Baby Mario, though. Can you play as Baby Crash? I don't think so.
No, you can. You can, Daniel. You can. There's a Baby Crash. There's a Baby Coco. They're there, buddy. They're there.
I didn't think they were baby.
Also, the DLC for that game was incredible. Like it was all free, and they gave you a new map every month for like 18 months. It was something like that, something crazy.
Wow.
Yeah,
maybe like doubled the maps.
Yeah, and characters too, because you got like one new character each time as well. And the online system of that game. Me and my friend Doug got so.
Did it get to Crash 4, like in 4 characters? Is it that far?
No, it did not.
Wait, too. Okay.
It stopped before that, yeah, because they laid out like a whole plan, and they were like, okay, this will be the end date that we're done with content, and that was probably a year before Crash. It was before I even met you guys, so yeah, it was a while before Crash 4 came out.
Is Crash's hot girlfriend playable?
No, she's in the game though.
What?
Yeah, it is weird. Maybe I think she was added. I think her and like 2 others were added at some point, because there's like 2 other girls that walk around with they're like ring girls with in Crash Team Racing. Yeah. Also, Crash Team Racing, you've never played it, so it's interesting. It's it has like a whole campaign and a story to it and stuff.
Why they're racing?
Yeah, like an alien invades Crash Land, and he like wants to race everyone, or he's gonna destroy the world. It's cool. It's really cool.
I need to play this game.
Oh, dude, you do. And there's like a whole open world element to it, where it's like a hub area, and you unlock different areas through the hub, and that's where you ride up to the different racetracks and stuff. It's very cool.
Weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
Play Crash Team Racing, man. You'd like Crash Team Racing, I'm telling you.
It sounds like I need to play it.
Definitely. All right. So, what we've learned here today, Crash Team Racing better than any Mario Kart game.
I can't agree with
Can't
that.
confirm
yet.
or denied yet. What about Diddy Kong Racing?
Never played.
Never played it. I've played a little bit of it.
Isn't that where Banjo was first introduced, right? Wasn't he a character in that game before he was a... Yeah, because that was rare.
I don't know if you're right, but if you are right, that's very interesting.
I think he was.
Yeah, that's cool.
I think he was.
Sonic Racing. I know some people
like the team. I know what is it? All Stars. Is that the one? The 360 one?
Yeah.
People really liked?
Yeah. There's a newer one I know, but yeah.
Yeah, I think that came out 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah,
there's the one made by Media Molecule that I know some people like. I can't remember what that one was called. That was like a late PS3 game, I think. I know people are into that one. There's a bunch of kart racers out there.
Was that only on PlayStation?
I think so. I think it was a Vita game, honestly.
Oh.
Yeah. There was a game called Bears Can't Drift on PS4, Xbox One gen. It was like early that gen. That was a good one. There's a lot.
Remember,
of good kart
here's a fun one. There was one on handheld. I think it was on Advance. It was a Cartoon Network racer where you wouldn't just build or race. You would build your cart, and it would have like parts.
Really?
That's yeah. Cool. I don't remember the name of it, but it had a bunch of Cartoon Network characters, and you can unlock them and stuff. This was when kind of around the time Mario Kart DS came out, and I was bouncing back and forth between them. But look out that game.
Oh, I have
like a Cartoon Network kart racer, basically.
Even if you made a kart racer with more RPG elements, that could be very cool. With like building up your cart throughout time, that'd be fun. Something like that.
Go check out I need to look that game up. It just popped in my head. Yeah,
very cool. Kart racers are great, man. They really are. Anyways, that's going to do it for the Nerdcast Podcast, episode 131. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to subscribe to us over at youtube.com/nerdicgods. You can also find us on all audio platforms if that's your preferred method. Daniel, anything else you'd like to say?
Let's get our pitchforks because the console wars are on.
Console wars are on. Come on, Phil and other guy. What's his name? Jim Ryan?
Jim Ryan.
Yeah.
I mean, no one could be Jim Ryan. He's the only real gamer here. Unlike us.
I don't know where my controller is. Oh, I'm playing my new favorite game, Horizon 2 Forbidden West.
Jim Ryan's a joke.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.